Good morning, guys. In this session, we are going to see the power of if conditions, how powerful this if condition is. So, during the interview sessions, most of the interviewer, in fact myself, have asked these questions to check the capability of how he is using the if conditions in some complex kind of puzzles. Okay, so most of the times I used to ask this puzzle. Assume that you are a milk vendor. Okay, and you are having a measuring can with a capacity of 2 liter and then a 3 liter. So these are the cans you are having, 2 liter one can and 2 liter, I mean 2 liter one can and 3 liter one can. Okay, using this one, if I ask you how you will be measuring 5 liters, so it is easy for you to tell. Using 2 liters, I will be measuring once, and then using 3 liters, I will be measuring one times. So in total, two times I used to measure that 5 liters. So interviewer will ask you that, okay, what about 30 liters? So what you will be doing? So 30 liters means most of the people will think like this. For example, if we add 2 liters and 3 liters, 5 liters, okay, or some of the people will be asking, why can't we measure it in 2 liters? So for example, for to measure 30 liter, okay, how many 2 liters is required? Yes, 15 times you need to measure with the 2 liters, which is obviously 30. Whereas using 3 liters, you don't need to measure at all. So which means 3 liter into 0 times. So obviously, how many times you are measuring the can? 15 times. This is the answer the interviewer is expecting. Okay. Now, the same 30 liter, some other persons might be thinking like, instead of going with the 2 liters, why can't we go with the 3 liters? Okay. So, 3 liters means 3 liters into 10 times becomes 30. Correct? So, now how many times you are using in measuring the count? Here 0 and here 10. So, in total, it is 10 times. And one more answer is also there, okay, which is for the same 30 liter, sorry, 30 liter. Since 2 plus 3 liter is equal to 5 liters, so measuring both the cans at a time, the sense 2 liter also you are measuring, 3 liters also you are measuring, so combined 5 liters. So to measure 30 liters, how many 5 liters you need? 6 times. So 2 liters into 6. Just, yeah. Now 3 liters into 6. So how many times you are measuring? So obviously 2 liters into 6 is 12, 3 liters into 6 is 18, 12 plus 18 is equal to 30. So how many times you have used? Yes, you are right, 12 times. So out of which, these are the three possibilities of counting the 30 liters using 2 liters and 3 liters cancel. So out of these three possibilities, which is the lowest count you have measured? With this, using 3 liters only, you have used the lowest count. Okay. Anyhow, the answer should be 10. Yeah. So in most of the people will be clearing this puzzle. But when the programmer asking you to write the code to solve this one, are we comfortable to write this code in a very optimized way? Most of the people will think that it has to go with the for loop, it has to go with this thing, it has to go with that thing, like that. Several people will be thinking like that, but it's a very small, using if else conditions we can easily solve these conditions. Okay, so let me compose the code now. Okay, now yeah, so now Let us compose the code. Usually, if any interviewer is asking you to identify something from some of the things, it is to start with function is the best way to impress the interviewer. Okay, so using Python, if you are writing a function means to measure the 2 liters and the 3 using 2 liters and 3 liters, we need to measure the number of input the milk vendor is getting. Okay, now the function name should be accordingly count, because it has to return the count. Okay, the minimum count, min count using cans or 2 and 3 cans. So any persons who was reading the program will easily understand what you are going to measure. Okay, and this is the right syntax. Okay, anyhow, now what you are going to pass to this function, some value. That value you need to process and then you need to return what is the number of minimum count. So what you are going to pass, how many number of liters you are going to measure. Okay, so it means number of liters. Okay, yeah. So now this is the function. This function you are calling from somewhere else. Okay, the same function you are calling from your program. Okay, with some 30 or 40, let's say 30. Yeah. Now you have to write the code. Okay, so let me explain you. Okay, let me explain you. So out of these three, using this equations using 2 liters 15 times, and here using 3 liters 10 times, and here you are using this one 12 times, this combination of 2 and 3. So in this one, if you look, if you obviously the mindset will be thinking like in such a way that minimum times we need to count. So only by measuring a big cup it will give a lesser count. Okay, so here the big cup is 3 liters, right? So if you measure using 3 liters, of answer will be easily, you will get an answer 10. Okay, let us go with this approach. So if this number of liters, obviously you have to copy the variable while you are writing a program and then paste it instead of typing, because if any single mistakes, if you are typing in a variable, then it give a kind of a compilation issue. So I just copy pasted here, and number of liters divisible by 3, in the sense I am checking the remainder here, which means modulus. This function will give a, obviously in our previous sessions we were saying how to use this one. So now this modulus is 0 means my program is done, which means what? Return. Okay, return two things, how many number of 3 liter cans and then how many number of 2 liter cans. That is answer we need to logically we need to return, but here we cannot return like this. We need to type what is 3 liter count, what is 2 liter count. If that number is divisible by 3, which means the remainder is 0, then obviously we can go with how many number of liters divided by 3, and obviously for this condition 0 for the position minimum number of count in the for 2 liters can. So this is the answer which we will be returning. Okay, whereas what will be the answer if the number is not divisible by 3? Before going into that one, you must need to understand that what are the remainders you will be. This is most important when you are using a if else conditions with respect to modulus. So remainders, right, when divisible by 3, right? So divisible by 3. What are the remainders you will be getting? Either 0 or 1 or 2. Again, if some number multiplied by 3 means that will be coming as part of 0. Okay, so these are the three possible combinations. So the same combinations you can write it here. Return something. Return something. Okay, while composing, as we know that these are the three combinations. 0 is 1, and I mean here 0 and then 1 and then here 2. Since most of you know that else conditions, in our previous class we also know that how to use else conditions. If this condition is not true, then else condition will be executed. So obviously we have only, if it is 0 it will be written here, or else it could be either 1 or it could be either 2. At this point, if it is not 1, then obviously it is 2. So we no need to mention this whole sentence. So instead better use else. Okay, what we need to return here? 3-liter cans count and 2-liter cans count. Similarly, here also 3-liter counts and 2-liter counts. Okay, if assume if you are passing 5 liters. So 5 modulus 3 cannot be 0. 5 modulus 3 cannot be 1. Else these conditions. If these conditions means 5 modulus 3, what is the remainder? 2. So first you are doing modulus with 3. How many number of 3-liter can you will be measuring is calculated there. And then only pending liter is 2-liter. You obviously using 2-liter can you will be measuring 2-liter. So the condition here is you are going to measure a 2-liter. Okay, watch carefully. You are going to measure a 2-liter using 2-liter can. So how many times will be measuring? Yes, 1 liter you are measuring. Oh, I mean 1 times you will be measuring that. Correct. Okay, this sounds good. Here, let's say 2-liter has been measured by 2-liter can. So what is the remaining number of liters out of 5? 5 minus 2, which is 3, which means 5 minus, assume 5 minus 2. This 2 comes from because you are measuring 2-liter here itself. So 2-liter you need to deduce from the original number of liters. Then that total value you need to divide by 3, which means number of liters is 5. 5 minus 2 is 3. So 3 by 3 is 1. So 2 will be answered. Like how 2 liters and 3 liters, 2 number of counts. That 2 will be answered. Anyhow, you cannot hard code the value as 5 because program will change intermittently. So you have to use number of liters. You can also apply, for example, 8 liters. Okay, 8 minus 2 is 6. 6 divided by 3, 2 times. Obviously 8 liters using 3 liters cans you have measured. So 6 liters is measured. Balance is 2 liter. So using 2-liter can 1 time will be measuring. In total, answer will be printed 3. Anyhow, this condition also we have written very clearly. Now coming to this point. Let's say we are measuring 4 liters. Let's say if I pass 4 liters. Obviously 4 liter cannot be divisible by 3. We can also cannot 4 liters minus 2 liters also we cannot do because obviously 2 liters only we can go. So this condition will not come. And 4 liters modulus 3 is the remainder one. Here only we have to write the code. So using 4 liters instead of measuring 3 liters, we can instead of using 3 liters to measure 4 liters, we can use 2-liter can to measure 4 liter. So obviously to measure 4 liters, how many times we need to use 2 liters? Yeah, 2 times. So 2 into 2, 4 times. So to measure 4 liters, use 2 2-liter cans. So this answer is no now. Okay. Now assume instead of 4 liters, I am giving 7 liters. So 7 liters, it comes here, false condition. Then it comes here, 7 modulus 3, remainder 1, condition is true. So here it comes. Obviously in 7 liters, 4 liters are measured using 2-liter can. The remaining liter, which means 4 liter, 7 liter minus, yes, 7 liter minus 7 liter minus 4, yes, 7 liter minus 4 divided by 3. Okay, this 4 comes from this one. So 2 into 2 liters, 4. So total number of liters, 7, 7 minus 4, 3, 3 divided by 3, 1. So total 3 times. Got it? This is the magic, this is the secret of this puzzle, how to use this stuff. Okay, so let's say this one. Got it? So here, if you look at the program, 2 times you are using the same arithmetic functions. Instead, what you can do, instead of using like this, you can calculate this with some dummy variable. Dummy equal to this one. That dummy, you can use it here. Instead of using that one, so better use with remainder. Remainder after 3 அப்படின்னு கூட வச்சுக்கலாம். ஓகே, ஆர் த்ரீங்கிறது இண்டெக்ஸாகவே தான் நிறைய ப்ரோக்ராம்லாம் பார்ப்பாங்க. மீனிங்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னா ரிமைண்டர் ஆஃப்டர் 3. ஓகே, so which means divisible by 3 after remainder. So if this is 0, goes there. This is 1, it goes here. If it is not other than 0 and so on 1, 2 will be the answer. Then it goes here. Okay, let us compile this code with the 30. Okay, so instead of giving a kind of 30, why can't we go with the hard coded data? Okay, let me go with this. I mean, instead of hard coded data, why can't we give a input? Okay, let's say input. So when you are getting an input, you just ask for what purpose you are getting input. Enter the number of liters you want to measure using 2 liter and 3 liter cans. Okay, so this is the answer you are expecting. And let me compile this. Before compiling this, we need to see where are the any mistakes are there. Here one mistake is there, so I have to comment that calculations. Okay, now let me run it. Fantastic. So at the first time itself, no errors, no warnings. Now we are going to enter the input. So let's say for 30 liters, what is the answer? Yeah, what is the error here? We are going to see that error. Okay, so here if you look at number remainder after 3 equal to number of liters modulus 3, which is not all arguments converted during string formatting. Yes, the problem is here. So the problem is any input we are receiving, you have to convert that into a string. So that's the reason it was giving the error. So first time, yeah, done. Now let us run. So 30 liters, now 10 times. Since it is returning a float point, instead of that we can typecast that into int and then make sure it prints that int. Yes. So 30 liters 10 times. Okay, 6 liters 2 times. So using 3 liters, this condition will be happening. Number of liters 6 by 3 is 2, and 7 liters 3. So 7 means remainder 1. So here using 3 liters one time, using 2 liters two time. So 3. Now 8 3 times. Okay. So here using 3 liters 2 times. 6 is gone. Then remainder 2 liters we can use it by 1 times. So 2 plus 3 is 1. So most of the time I used to start these entry equations with the measuring liters as 97. So 97 is nothing but 33. How 33? 97 will obviously comes with divisible by 3 with the remainder of 1. So here it goes, and 97 minus 4 is 93. 93 divided by 3 is 31, and then the remaining 4 liters are measured with two 2 liters can. So 31 plus 2, 33, right? So this is the most optimized way of using if conditions. This is how, just before writing, before when I was explaining this puzzle, you might be thinking how we need to process, how we need to go, or we need to use a for loop, or we need to use some other conditions. But here now it's just a very simple if else conditions, and there are two if conditions. Usually, most of the time, the return statement will be added at the end of the program you would have watched at your academic period. But here I have used three returns. You can divide your code actually. So most of the times you can divide and conquer the problems. So here the problem is this. If this problem is this one, just return here. If this problem is this one, just return here. Else, just return here. So you don't need to execute all the line of code. At any point of time, it comes here. It processes the data. One time returns, or second time a third line of code it returns here, or it returns here. So first line of code, second line of code, third line of code, or else third line of code, fourth line of code, or fourth line of code. So four line of codes only will be executed. Maximum, minimum three line of code will be executed. Clear? Yeah, thanks a lot guys.
Enroll now on juniorsoftwaredeveloper.com.